Hi everybody, welcome back to a new video. All the new subscribers that have joined my channel recently, I do thank you for subscribing. I know I haven't posted for a couple of weeks, and to be honest, soon I'm going to be able to have a lot more free time, and I'm going to be posting a lot because soon I'm going to be quitting my job, and this is what I'm going to be doing. So any support now is much appreciated. So the new people that have subscribed, thank you very much. A lot of my videos recently too have been getting a lot of views, which is very nice, so I do appreciate people for taking a look. But anyway, in this video, as you can see in the title, we're going to be talking about the Orphix Venom event that is currently live on Warframe for Xbox. So I know this has already been covered plenty of times on probably for the PC and whatever, but I do want to do my own version video for it. So this is mainly for the Xbox players. So basically this is the second Sentient invasion. Basically we're going to be fighting the Sentient and driving them back as they are trying to take over some Corpus and Grineer ships, and it's basically our job to stop them from doing that. Basically we're going to need help from Father to use the Necromechs as the Orphix, which we are meant to be destroying, which are the new Sentient like drop ships that spawn inside the tile sets. They have the ability to disable our warframes, so as you are playing the mission you'll see like an area on the map you cannot use your warframe in there, you have to use Necromechs. You can either use your own Necromech, which is highly recommended, or you can use Necromechs that you can find there on the actual tiles themselves. The Necromechs that you find on the tiles themselves, they have no mods or anything equipped, so they are weak as shit. So you do want your own, so if you're going to be doing this and you want to get to the maximum amount of Orphix to destroy, which is 36 for about 2,000 phasic cells, then you do want at least one or two people that know what they're doing with their own Necromech that is fairly modded out. So to actually get access to this new event, you're going to need to complete the Heart of Deimos and War of Inquests, otherwise you cannot access it. There are 3 different difficulties. First off, if we go to the navigation here and we go to the event, you can see that you've got 3 different difficulties. So you've got the first one, which is just the normal one. For this one, so to unlock the highest level one, which is where you want to do like all your endurance and whatever, you need to complete the first 2. So you've got the normal one, which you need to get 500 points, which is about 3 Orphix kills, and then you also get the emblem there. The second one is the advanced one, where you need 1,000 points, which is about 5 Orphix kills, and you also get a new I-10 Sculpture as your reward from that. And then finally you unlock the endurance one, which is the one where you want to try and get the maximum amount of Orphix kills that you can. To also get a special reward there of an Aura Former and a Mulsalon skin, you get 2,000 points, then you can get that as well as a little bonus. In this event you'll be earning phasic cells too, which you can use for at Father to get the rewards, which we'll go over later. Basically in the event, for every 10 score that you get, which you get around 20,000 average per mission as long as you get like the maximum Orphix kills, basically for each 10 score that you get 1 phasic cell. So for example, if you get 10,000 points you'll get 1,000 phasic cells. Average in a mission you'll get about 20,000 scores, so you'll get about 2,000 phasic cells. So for the Orphix Venom event, basically what you want to do is enter the mission. So I'm going to have some gameplay in the background so you can have a quick look. But when you first get in there, you're going to enter the mission and you're going to try and find the first room where the Orphix will spawn. On each mission there's going to be basically 3 main tiles, which are basically like the main tiles that you'll find on survival missions where the life support will normally spawn or whatever. So there's going to be 3 different main rooms, so you're going to try and find the first one. You can just wait for the Orphix to spawn because you obviously need to get used to the spawns, but getting used to the spawns for this event is very helpful because the quicker you kill the Orphix, the more points you're going to get. So basically what you're going to do is spawn your Necromech in, or if you don't have a Necromech, where you first spawn you can use your Tenno and transfer into a fallen Necromech on the ground. So what you're going to do first is the Orphix is going to spawn in, and it will also spawn in something called the resonance, which will be marked by like kill enemy symbols. The more of these will spawn per player, and the way you want to kill these ideally is if you've got your own Necromech, then the best way to kill them is with Fluctus or Ayanga. The Fluctus is really good because it has punch through and it can just punch through any wall and just kill them very easily. Or you can use the Ayanga, which has high damage, and it's a grenade launcher, so it has good splash damage, which is very good for taking out the Resonance, so you don't have to actually get targets of them and shoot them. But if you have one of the original Necromechs from the, because you don't have your own, you have to use a fallen Necromech, then you can just use the slam. If you jump up into the hair on Xbox and then you look down at the Resonance and hold B to slam into it, that should one-hit it. Using your arc gun with the Necromech to kill it will take a while, so you want to do that. Once you've destroyed all the Resonance, then you can do damage to the Orphix. Ideally, you want to use corrosive damage for this if you're using your own Necromech. Corrosive damage is the strongest against the Orphix, so please try and use that on your weapons. So once you've done half of the damage to the Orphix, more Resonance are going to spawn. And remember, there's more of these per player that's in there, so if you're doing solo, you get a maximum of 3. If you're doing it with 3 other people, then you'll get 12 spawn maximum. So then you're going to destroy this Resonance for the second time, and then you can basically finish the Orphix off. So you've got to do that 2 times per Orphix. Once that's happened, you're going to have, if you kill it quickly, then you're going to have about a minute until the next Orphix spawns. I think an Orphix will spawn every 1.5 minutes, no matter what. We did time this when we was doing the event. So every 1.5 minutes, a new Orphix will spawn, whether you've killed the first Orphix or not. If you don't kill the first Orphix, then the next one will spawn, and you're pretty much in the shit from there. So you need to try and kill them as fast as possible. The Orphix will spawn in the next room. So like I said before, there's 3 different rooms. We're going to call the rooms A, B, and C. That's what it says on the wiki too. So on the wiki they call the first room A, the first room B, the second room C. So every time you kill 3 Orphix, that's when you'll get the reward drops. You can kill 36 Orphix maximum per mission. The Orphix will spawn in the first, second, and third room. After each 3 Orphix, the Orphix will spawn again in the same room. So, for example, you'll kill it in the first room, the second room, and then the third room. Then it will always spawn in that same room again. Once you've received the reward, it will always spawn in that same room which you are currently in again. So once it spawned in the third room, it will spawn in the third room again. Also, if you take too long to kill the Orphix in a certain room, and you go past that 1 minute 30 mark, and let's say you're on the third one and the Orphix is meant to spawn in there again, it will not spawn in there if there's already an Orphix like taking up the spot. It will spawn somewhere else. So you'll never it won't like pull the timer or anything for the Orphix to spawn. If the Orphix is meant to be spawning there next and there's already an Orphix there, it will spawn somewhere else. Anyway, you can earn the best score by killing the Orphix faster. Also, if you kill Sentience each time that you're trying to take out the Orphix, when the Orphix is there, Sentience will spawn and they will give you 2 score for every one that you kill. Otherwise, the best way to get score is when there's no Orphix active, you will constantly tick up in score. So like every second you'll get a few points. So the main way is basically the best way to get score is to kill the Orphix as fast as possible. Try and kill a few Sentience at the same time, and by killing the Orphix you'll also get some bonus score. I think for every Orphix that spawns you'll get like an extra 50 points for each one that you kill. Bonus points obviously awarded for destroying the Orphix, which is good, and then you'll get about 20,000 points average per mission as long as you're killing all the Orphix in the mission. Again, that's 36. If you could try and predict the spawns and try and split up, especially at the start of the mission where it's really easy to take the Orphix out, that is the best way to try and speed through the start of the mission as much as possible, so you can keep that score timer ticking up, because the less time that an Orphix is active, you're going to get more score from that, because that's when the time is going to keep going and you're going to get more score from that. That's basically the whole idea of how to kill the Orphix and the best way to get the score and all of the spawns and whatever. So ideally, you want to be building for corrosive damage. You want to try and get survivability in there, because if your Necromech dies, then you have a 1 minute timer that you do not really want to wait for. So I use corrosive damage, I use my Void Rig. The weapon that I use is the Ayanga. I would use the Fluctus because you can destroy the Resonance really easily because you can shoot them through walls and not even worry about it. But the Ianga has got splash damage and it's also really powerful against the Orphix because it's got really high damage. And mine's also got a Riven on it, so why not? My Fluctus has too, but oh well. The Void Rig is very powerful. So the main thing about the Void Rig is that you use the Storm Shroud ability, and this synergizes really well with the new mods, which are Necromech Repair and Necromech Rage. So with Necromech Repair, when your health gets below 20%, you'll regenerate 10% health back. And whilst you're regenerating health and constantly being hit, you'll also gain energy for your health that's being drained. So basically these two work really well together. You use this mod to regenerate health and regenerate energy as your health is being damaged. And I always let my health go down to like very low, and then I will activate my Storm Shroud. So then as I'm being hit, this will get a lot stronger, because for the first few seconds, when the time that you're invulnerable, you absorb more damage to get more shields. So, and then when that breaks again, you'll have low enough health where this will automatically trigger. Then when this triggers, obviously you're already taking damage, so you'll regenerate more energy with this. And then it's basically just a constant flow of energy, basically. So as long as you're on top of it and you can manage it well, you'll constantly have health and you'll constantly have energy. You just got to try and keep this up as much as you can. The other main reason to use Void Rig is for guard mode, which is your 4th ability. Just take a look at all these mods that I use, by the way. This is just like there because I do need to farm on my Void Rig another time. But I use extra slide and slide efficiency to get around the map a lot faster. You do want health, shield capacity and armor. To help your 4th ability and your 2nd ability, definitely go for ability strength, energy maximum for the 4th ability, and efficiency. That will help the 4th ability a lot to try and keep it up. And then ability duration as well, because it will help the efficiency of the final. It will help the efficiency of the final abilities. So then if we go on to the build that I have for the Ianga, you can see I've gone for corrosive damage, which is very good against the Orphix. That will do the most damage. I can show you the build for the Ianga as well, why not? So this is the build that I'm running. Primary Beetle Line Barrel, multi-shot, basically just pure damage. You want crit chance and crit damage as well, and I've also gone for critical chance and damage when I'm aiming in, because more crit chance and more damage. Fire rate, because pure damage. And then on my Riven I have Toxin, Electricity and Multi-Shot. So here, and then I've also got plus reload speed here because my Riven takes reload speed. So here is where I would just put Toxin and Electricity. But this Riven technically works out a bit better because I've got Toxin, Electricity, and I've also got an extra bit of multi-shot on there. It's not the best Riven in the world, but hey, it basically gives me just a little bit more multi-shot. So I always definitely do 2 multi-shot, and I've got like a 0.2% chance of getting like an extra multi-shot round 2. So why not? And then for the Aquabex, you want to go for just heavy damage on this one. Extra fire rate, because you've got infinite ammo anyway, so you might as well throw more ammo out. Damage, multi-shot, crit chance and damage. And then, you don't need this mod for it, but I'm not going to put another former into here. But you can just go for the pure electricity and toxin for corrosive. And then like on here you could go for like charged bullets and the electricity one as well, but I don't have that one, unfortunately. Now, of course, if you don't have your own Necromech, then you're not going to be able to do any of these builds. You're going to have to just use the ones that you find in the mission, which are terrible. But if you want to play and you're desperate to play the event, or you can have someone to carry you, then you're just going to have to use the ones in the mission. Ideal if you're in the mission and you're using the Necromechs there, and you don't have your own mods, then you probably want to find the Bone Widow on the floor. The Void Rig is really good if you can mod it for yourself and make it really strong, but it has no form of regaining health. If you use Bone Widow, then you can use Meat Hook to actually get health back, which is definitely something that you need because you have got really low survivability when actually in the mission and just using the basic Necromechs. So if you're in the mission, try and find a Bone Widow one. Don't necessarily go with a Void Rig. What exactly are we doing this event for? What kind of rewards can we expect? Well, that's where the phasic cells come in. So, you're going to want to go to Father in the Necrolisk on Deimos. Obviously, you will unlock him because that's a requirement for doing said event. There's this new option at the top, Operation Orphix Venom. So you're going to press on that, and then here are your rewards. So the main rewards from this event are basically Larvos, which is the newest Warframe. This is currently the only way to get the new Warframe. You've got the alternate helmet. You've got the new weapon blueprint and all the parts for it, which you need. So to build that, you're going to need all of the parts and a former. You've got the new Necromech helmet, which is you can use on the Bone Widow or the Void Rig. And then you've got a couple of skins for the new Arcwing weapons that you can get from the Isolation Vaults. You've got all the new Necromech mods too, which you can currently only get from doing the event or coming to Father. And then you've got the Larvos in Action Glyph, which is, why not, go for it. Also, you've also got all the old Scarlet Spear offer rewards too. So you've got the Seti Lacera, the Basmu, Stance Former Blueprint, the Ballroom Simulacrum. You've got the Clan Sigils, so you've got the Phased, Glyphed and Gilded one. And then also you've got all the Arcanes too. If you want to buy all of the Arcanes and fully max them out, you're going to need 224,000 Phasic cells. So yeah, if you want to buy the Larvos Blueprint, it's 1,500 Phasic cells, and that's the same for the Weapon Blueprint. If you want to buy the other pieces for it, it's 1,000, and then the skins are like 750 Phasic cells too. Each mod is 500 Phasic cells, they're all the same. Also, just bear in mind that before you come here and buy any of the parts with your Phasic cells, try and save your Phasic cells to buy stuff that you can't actually get from the mission, because all these blueprints, not these skins here, all these blueprints you can actually get from the mission itself. From playing the Endurance, you get a 4% chance for the Larvos parts, including the blueprint and all the parts, on rotation A. On rotation B, you've got a 4% chance for the Cedo parts, and on rotation C, you've got a 4% chance for the Necromech mods. But also you've got a very high percent chance of getting Lith relics, which is really annoying. They're not even radiant, which is the most annoying part. Also, you've got a really good chance of getting Endo as well from rotation B, which is nice. I would advise when you first do the event that you probably try and do a full run about 3 or 4 times and see what parts you get, because on my first run I got 2 parts, on the second run I got another part, so then after about the third run I came here, bought the one piece that I needed, started building everything, and then that was basically the same for the weapon too. So I did a few runs, got about 6,000 Phasic cells, came here, bought the last couple of parts that I needed, and that's it. As long as you do a few runs, then it's real easy. If you're on Xbox and you're really struggling, then if you really want to, you can join my clan and we can help you out. But yeah, that's basically it. If you've got any questions, or if I didn't cover anything and you're still confused about something, or I didn't cover it, then ask me in the comments and I'll do my very best to try and answer any questions that you have. Again, if you want help, then you can hit me up on the Xbox and I can help you out there too. I'm always down to do a run of the Orphix Venom. Why not? You've seen the video now to basically a guide on how to do it. I can also help you at the same time, so why not? If this video was useful to you, of course it was, that's why it's here, then please give it a like. Consider subscribing, because if you want to see what Larvos or the Cedo is like, then I'll be doing a video on them next, because I think they are amazing and they work so well together. If you dislike the video and I don't know, you don't like the way that I set it out or whatever, you know, leave a comment saying how I can improve, and I'll happily discuss that with you. And of course, leave a dislike, because why not? But thank you very much for watching. It's much appreciated. I'll catch you in the next video, whenever that may be. See you later.